Hi, my name is Shay Foreman. I am with One Stop Kitchen and Bath. I am the lead designer here, and we would like to welcome you to our kitchen of my clients. So when my clients walked into the showroom, they were on a mission. They knew exactly what they wanted. Modern aesthetics, not so much what you see on HGTV, but a little bit more tailored to them and what they like and what they need, which is warmth. We actually ended up selecting a new Fabuwood door style. It's Allure Fusion. It is very warm in color, and it actually is a chameleon when it comes to different lights. I feel like it changes in warmer and cooler lights. And then we went with a satin bronze hardware, which is popular in the industry as of right now. I always tell my clients that hardware is one of the easiest things to change out. It is the least costly if you do get tired of them. One other concern that we had was the wall that we ripped out. Originally, there was a pantry closet there that we were ripping out, and they had found a pipe. So what we decided to do was wrap that wall in paneling so that way it looks like it is part of the cabinetry. Another thing that my client had requested was taking the cabinets to the ceiling. So with that being said, there was two options. We could do stacked cabinets, which requires one cabinet and then a shorter cabinet on top of that to bring it to the ceiling, which is kind of costly. Or we could have done a more economical way, which was stacked crown. So we did a large crown and a substrate to fill the gap between the cabinets and the ceiling. And I think that it looks really beautiful. It really brings the space to life. It brings your eye up. And with that, I decided that we should wrap the windows with tile as well. The tile that we selected was a nice marble tile with a pattern. The husband decided to go with that. I love his design aesthetics on that. I think it really brings the space to life. It is more of a warmer cabinet, so by going with a white marble, it does brighten it up and give it that luxurious look. As for the sink, it is a corner sink, so we didn't move the sink, unfortunately. There really wasn't any real space to put that sink. So we did jazz it up a little bit, and instead of doing like a stainless steel undermount or a white, we actually ended up doing a black sink. I think it looks amazing as one of the focal points with the faucet. We also added a wine cooler, which was a nice touch for when you wanted quick and easy things to bring out of the fridge without actually going into the larger fridge. Another thing that we ended up doing with this project is we added a lot of accessories. So there is a plate rack for the drawer bases next to the range. It's just really accessible for when you're dining and entertaining. We added the spice racks, the trash can units, the whole 9 yards. I love the idea of having two drawer bases next to the range because it's easy access, not only for plates, but for pots and pans. The larger the drawers, the easier it is to store pots and pans without your traditional two-door cabinet where things get lost in it and you're kind of digging in there and trying to grab things out and organize. Another one of the things that added a unique touch to this kitchen is the decorative doors, as well as the waterfall edge here. The decorative doors are actually side panels, just give it more of a unique factor. As far as lighting goes, they do have plenty of light in this kitchen because we added some recessed lights, which are halo. The natural light is nice as well coming from the sliding glass door, but it was necessary for recessed lights to brighten that space since the cabinets are warmer tone. We even selected a pendant light above the kitchen table, so that way it inhabits the rest of the kitchen, which is that black satin bronze. Since going with the marble backsplash, we didn't want one of the cookie cutter outlet switches. We wanted something a little bit more modern, clean lined and white, simple, so that way it kind of fades in the background and lets that marble backsplash shine. So the reason for bringing the tile up to the ceiling and wrapping around the window is so that it gives that illusion of the tall ceilings. It brings your eye up. Since we did do the larger crown, it just kind of ties the space together. Instead of doing it underneath of the window like people typically do it, I just think that once you have it wrapped around the window, you'll never see backsplash the same. It almost looks incomplete. That is one of the wow factors. Small, but it does make a difference, especially because the tile is not the most expensive thing. So for that and the affordability and what you're investing into this project, I think that it is that wow factor that was needed for this space. So as far as the countertops go, sometimes I'll send my clients to the manufacturer to actually go look at slabs. And when my client went to the manufacturer to look at a slab, they actually found a sample of a slab that we didn't quite offer at our showroom, or at least have a sample of. It was also newer to the industry, and so she fell in love with it at the vendor, and we decided to import it and get it installed in their kitchen. And I think that the veining is perfect for the waterfall edge that we decided to do. So since they don't have very many storage options as far as the cabinetry goes, because it is a tinier kitchen, when we pulled out that pantry closet, we decided to put a pantry cabinet with rollout trays. I always suggest that to my clients because it's an easy fix to losing things, because you can have that really deep pantry cabinet or closet that you really have to reach and try and find things out of. Same thing with the pots and pans. And with the rollout trays, it just makes your life a lot easier in finding things so that they don't get lost. So with this particular project, my client had asked what I would suggest for appliances. And we went out and I gave her the dimensions as far as what sizes to select from, whether or not we wanted to do brushed stainless steel or black or whatever finish that we were deciding at the time. And her main concern was that the satin bronze finish of the hardware and the black, and then adding the stainless steel was going to be kind of too much. But a lot of times people are actually mixing finishes. And I think the mixing of finishes is a small detail, again, that adds that design aesthetic and makes a huge difference. Doing the exhaust fan instead of the regular microwave over the range is just a way to bring your eye up. So since we went with a exhaust hood, we decided to put the microwave above the wine fridge. That way it's more of its own little space, kind of like a coffee bar or a wine bar, somewhere where you can just set things down and have easy, quick access to food or drinks, instead of actually having to walk into the kitchen, get in the way of someone cooking or cleaning or things like that. It's really just kind of its own little island, shall I say. So when my clients came in, we were talking about the kitchen and the aesthetics that they wanted for the house. When you are doing a house, a home is never finished, and sometimes it comes in phases. With the floor, we decided to hold off on that. It is in great condition. There was no reason to touch it as of right now, and so our main focus was actually on the kitchen itself. And that's why we decided to pass up and not do anything for the floor as of right now. I have a feeling they'll be calling me here shortly. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you all tuning in and binging my videos, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.